Hello everyone. In this video I would like to discuss how we can work with our consciousness, shifting our identity, our personality, our beliefs and feelings in order to make shifts with our body, with our physical form and our physical health. Ultimately, your body is a product of multiple layers of fields of consciousness. You could think of it like programming, where there are different programs, different patterns of information that are present, which are guiding the creation of that physical form. If you think of the word form and information, you can make this connection that with information, we determine the form that is manifested. So what information is present in your field of consciousness? Well, part of this is your personality. Part of it could be your ancestral history. So the patterns of information and programming that you've inherited or tuned into from your ancestors. Part of this could be some carryover from other incarnations. You could call this soul memory if you like, where your soul has had other lifetimes and other experiences, and what it has experienced in those other times has led to particular patterns or programs that can be accessed now in the present in your life where you are in the here and now. So that's some of the factors, some of the sources of this programming that determines who we are in the present and how that's manifesting as our physical body, as this human expression. So if there's something about our physical body or our physical health that we would like to change, then we want to access those fields of consciousness and make a shift on that level. Essentially, we're shifting our personality and our identity, the way we think and feel, who we think we are, how we respond to life, how we observe and perceive the world around us. You can examine many examples in the world around you to see how this actually works. You may notice that there are many people who are eating essentially the same diet, the same foods and beverages, and yet their physical form is responding to that in completely different ways. So one person may be very slim or slender, and someone else who has the same diet might be quite overweight. They might appear obese, and yet they're consuming the same foods that slim person is consuming. We also see people who exist in essentially the same environment, who have similar habits or lifestyles, and yet one person is completely healthy and another person manifests a particular illness, some serious chronic condition or cancer. So we have to understand that it's not just the diet, the lifestyle, the things you're doing in your life, it's also your consciousness. The consciousness is observing and responding to its surroundings, to the experiences that that person is having. So in a way, it's our personality or identity that is at the root of many illnesses or health challenges that we may be facing. Pointing this out isn't meant to blame someone for having an illness, and it's not to say that you're consciously, intentionally on that level making yourself sick. This isn't what I'm trying to explain here. What I am explaining is that there are these subconscious programs that have a purpose, a reason for why they're creating what they're creating. So if you're having certain symptoms or illnesses, there is something happening on that deeper level that is purposefully allowing, in a sense, or creating that particular condition to manifest. It may be a physical reflection of something in your consciousness. In a way, it could be the body making an effort to heal or resolve something, some stress or conflict that's still present on a psychological level. So if we haven't resolved it on the psychological level, then there's a ripple effect where it comes down into the physical level, and the physical body will attempt to respond to that issue, to address it and resolve it on a biochemical or physiological level. So in a way, your body is always trying to do its best to survive and adapt to stresses and challenges, whether they're physical stresses or challenges, or the psychological stresses and challenges that your consciousness is experiencing. So we don't want to blame ourselves. We also don't want to blame or be critical of what our body thinks it's doing. We want to understand that there's a meaning or purpose behind things, and then with that understanding, we can seek to recognize and address things at their root, at their causal level. So if we could shift whatever is out of harmony or unresolved in our mind, in our consciousness, very often we'll see the effect on the physical level. We'll see our body then begins to heal. So this is something to consider if you are addressing health from a holistic perspective, seeking to get to the root of an issue, or seeking to understand why people heal or don't heal, why some people seem to continue to suffer and others may experience a seemingly spontaneous remission of some type of physical illness. Creation exists with things happening not randomly, but in a way purposefully, with a cause and effect dynamic at play. So whenever we see an effect on the physical level, it helps to consider that there can be multiple layers or levels of causes that are creating that perceived effect. For those that are interested in learning more about holistic health and wellness, I invite you to view my website, www.phinsights.com. That's PHINSIGHTS.com. You can also watch some of my other YouTube videos. For now, I want to wish each of you a wonderful day. Namaste.